10 unique no-code tools you haven't tried yet. We're going to start with Plum. Plum is an AI workflow builder. If you are struggling with the restrictions that you get in, say, a Bubble app for building workflows that run through multiple steps of AI, they've got some incredible demos. They're an amazing team. So if you're wanting to do really kind of complex chain together AI commands and you're frustrated with backend workflows in Bubble doing it, then I'd seriously check out Plum. Also looking at what me and other members of the Bubble community would call workflows, but others would call functions, we've got Comico. Comico is an amazing tool for building really advanced kind of processes and APIs. You can basically build your own APIs and you can build your own functions within those APIs. You can do all sorts of things like fetching data. They've got a huge amount of different integrations and you can do incredibly complex things. So go and check out Comico. Now, we recently migrated our website from WordPress to Webflow, but we were considering Framer, and here's another similar looking tool for you called YCode. You can tell that these applications take a lot of inspiration from the likes of Webflow or even Figma. So if you are practiced at using Figma to create your designs, then YCode is really worth you checking out, especially because they've got an integration in with Airtable, they've got a CMS, they've got forms. I would say that YCode, along with Framer and Webflow, should be up there with your considerations if you are building a marketing website for your SaaS. Now, here's a really cool one. I've not seen anything quite like this. Basically, by adding in a line of code and using a Chrome extension, you can get Keek to do A/B testing and write and swap in content on your website. So the example that they use is this header text, design beautiful sites. And you can set up your Keek account to basically rewrite that and then to check against event tracking. So does the user click on the button? Do they arrive at a certain page? To see which is going to trigger that highest conversion rate and optimize for it. So yeah, really, really cool idea. They claim that their script is really lightweight, but I would just consider the impact it has on loading time. The fact that it is kind of like re-rendering or replacing text on the page when the web page is loaded. Next, we have GoBot. If you want to take a large amount of data, whether that's from like a PDF or they say Dropbox, Notion, or just a web page, and you want to be able to paste that straight into an AI prompt formatted as Markdown, then GoBot does just that. You can basically provide it with a wide range. In fact, you can see down here, any of these input formats, and it is going to extract the text, format it as JSON, and give it to you in just beautiful, clean text format for you to use in an AI prompt. Next, we've got Turf. We've seen over perhaps the last year or two an explosion of community platforms. We personally like using Circle, but Turf looks like a new contender on the market, and it sort of looks quite a lot like Circle, if I'm honest. But if you're thinking about building a community and you like the look of this, then yeah, go and check out Circle. Next, we've got Vectorshift. Now, Vectorshift we've partnered with in the past. We've got videos demoing their service in much more detail. But effectively, if you are wanting to work with AI and you're wanting to pair that with a knowledge base with a lot of data in it, stuff that you can't just fit into a prompt, then Vectorshift does all of that stuff outside of no code with vectorizing and splitting up the data that you have. So if you want to have a knowledge-based informed AI, it's well worth checking out Vectorshift. They've got embeddable chats as well. You don't even have to use their API. You could just embed the chat that you set up on your website and feeding it data from your own knowledge base. And their knowledge base data can come from files that you upload, but it can also scrape data off websites. Talking of scraping data off websites, Craw is the web crawler that I'm most excited about at the moment. They've got an API, let me just find it here for you, and they will crawl, but they will also, what's happening here? API referencing. Oh, yeah, scrape, they'll crawl, and they'll extract. So you can scrape data, so you provide a single web page, and it will convert it into Markdown if you want. But you can also crawl, so you can supply them with a single web page, and then it will look for other similar pages on that site, and it will reply back. Well, yeah, it's actually going to give you all of those pages as Markdown. Real-time saver. And lastly, I don't think this would be a no-code tool kind of catch-up for the month of August in 2024 without talking about another AI service. I saw this actually as an ad on YouTube, but if you're looking to generate voices that sound really good, OpenAI do have an API that will do this. I was very impressed by that last time I checked it out, but Artlist, yeah, their voices sound really, really good. So what do you think? There's a wrap. If you think I've missed anything, then please leave a comment down below. It's always great to share resources, undiscovered tools. So please leave a comment and like and subscribe to see more videos like this.